And I think behind the statues, that was, Bill that arranged that, wasn't it? Cause of was that through the city or was that through
I think it was from the gallery.
the gallery? I couldn't think of it, yes. Through Grantwood Gallery, I'm not sure that was the city that did that. Get the prisoners out whose work behind the statue, that could have been from Grantwood Gallery.
Not the city.
Right, that's, yeah.
I have multiple questions regarding the bills presented before us. Page 162081, Altor for service of the generator, $947. Was it the wastewater, Dan? Is that,
We're, excuse me, we're under contract with Altor to do our,
so it was
yeah.
preventative maintenance?
Preventative.
Okay.
Yep.
Same page 62091, water main break, but is that a type error there? Or am I not reading that correctly?
No, I think that's correct.
Water main break at $50,000.
That, water main break, was a pretty nasty one, because in order to fix the break on Scott Street, and I think that includes the cost of the valve on Walnut Street, that they had to tap twice, because originally it didn't, basically when they tapped the new valve on Walnut so they could shut the water off and fix Scott Street, the pipe underneath the new valve collapsed, so they had to put the valve in a second time. And once they repaired that valve, go back and repair Scott Street. So,
So
yes.
obviously you were fully aware of that. I would hope so. Maybe one that Cody had already mentioned, but on page 2, 62108, tree removals, $13,000. Obviously, I'm gonna believe there was a need to remove $13,000 worth of trees or tree. I am certainly in promotion of using local business. Is there details to the quantity of trees that were removed for the sum of $13,000?
I think there's 10.
10 trees were removed.
And on the bill, he lists where he removes them from.
Do we
Two
know,
maples.
so removal was drop, remove and clean?
Mhm.
It was a turnkey deal when it was all said and done?
There
Seems
was-
like we could have some savings in that if we
Yeah,
did
if
some on
we
our
could do some
own.
of it ourselves. But,
There was
again,
two-
it's scheduling.
Do you guys wanna know where they were? Or?
I do.
2 maples at East Main and Lynn Street. A very large dead elm at Gibb Street, ash at the end of South Dornavello, elm tree and brush removal at 4th and Cleveland, at dead end. 4080 2nd Street, a silver maple, a large ash removal at 400 South Ford, and 3 ash removals near the Jehovah Witness Hall. That was the 13,000. The other one was like stump grindings.
Stump grinding is another listing within
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So is the city saying that ash is gonna be removed?
Well, 2 maples got removed on East Main and
Then
Lynn.
those were pretty bad. I will vouch for those. I saw a coon crawl out of one of them.
Was that one in front of your old house?
Next house down.
Next house down?
Yeah.
More over by the park.
Yeah. Kitty corner from the slide. The
Yeah.
water slide.
Well, I think we could be a little bit more streamlined in our expenditures here. If, when it's called clearing brush, I gotta believe all the chainsaws that we've purchased, that we could clear our own brush.
They usually do their own brush. That was, just must have been right next to that tree or something. But guys usually do their own brush.
We have a
right?
Fine, there's
chipper too.
There's a reasonable
Well, they
explanation
used
for
to.
everything.
I don't know that, I don't necessarily think the streets does the cleanup, do they, John?
Brush removal,
For what? I mean, we did the trees, yeah,
but
But-
brush removal.
just trim if it's hanging over the street, used to and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
get back and stop signs, make it safer.
But I don't know that tree removal, if, did you guys used to do the tree removal and the cleanup, or have somebody else
Well, somebody
drop it and you
dropped-
cleaned it up?
Like Dale said, Tim, they hadn't had somebody else where I was there, but they dropped it, and we did all of
Which we could do now, and I don't believe we're doing.
I believe we could certainly do Sawbridge, yes.
Yeah.
We could do it and save some money.
We need to be good stewards of the dollars.
Well, and the fact is, if he saves the money there, it can now go towards blacktop someplace else.
Yeah.
Just when you thought I was done. Page 3, line item 62146, True Speed for $13.95.
That's a radar gun, I believe,
Was it,
for the police department.
was it to
I believe.
replace one that was obsolete, dysfunctional?
You know,
Is that the grant?
They have step grants where you do, I call it stop and ticket every person, but it's not that. But that's, usually they get a grant for that. The city has to pay for it and submit it, and then they get reimbursed.
It was, just said laser technology. I was looking for clarification that it wasn't like a construction laser that we had to have for some reason.
no, that's what I thought at first when I saw the
Okay.
purchase order as well. No, it's a radar gun.
Okay, thank you. 62160, repairs and service machines. Just shy of $2,500 on those two line items.
What was the line again?
62160, there's two of them there.
It's
That'd be-
LCC.
For
That's
the
at
line.
all the equipment at the LCC, the
Okay.
exercise machines.
Oh, yes.
62162, radio communications, handheld radio equipment, 3552.
I think that's a police radio.
It was
We had a
for-
couple different radio orders this round, didn't we?
That
Was
was
some
the
of that
only
for
one I
outfitting
saw.
the car, the new car?
I'm not sure. Did Jeremiah leave?
Yeah, he had stepped out.
Oh,
I believe that's a police radio.
it is for the police department. I don't know if he's got any
It's,
other information.
I think it said it was a base station.
Handheld radio. 4 handheld radios. Oh, these are the ones that you guys budgeted for to upgrade. You were doing,
So many a year.
Upstep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Thank you. Last is in the voucher section, Altorfer repair generator, $3,100.
Where you at?
Council vouchers approved under the header 72318.
Oh, these are the
The
July
third
ones.
line item there, repair generator engine,
Altorfer.
3114.
Yeah, that was at the wastewater plant. I
I
don't
hope it
know.
wasn't repaired to a generator that we had serviced prior for $900.
They had something to do with the injection on it, there's a module, injection module, they couldn't get it figured out. So they're there. for
Same
like,
generator?
Yeah, big backup generator. Something electronic.
It's just interesting, Dan, that we have a service agreement
Our service agreement covers
And then we
oil,
have to
filter.
actually
Yeah.
repair it. I understand things can work out when they're, wear out, when there's moving parts especially. That generator, we just spent $4,000.
Mhm. Probably a $200,000 unit.
I do have another question. 62151 to Michael McCain. Painting? What did we have him paint?
The wastewater treatment plant, both the bays and the
Belt press
belt
room.
press room.
Okay,
It's a special epoxy paint had to be mixed.
okay.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Do we need to amend the motion since,
I know, I just
since
realized
Rick
that.
Boomerang has 2 other items on that same check?
Yeah, cause how, you could approve the one payment too, or just specify those 2 payments are okay. for that.
The concrete repair at Lynn Street and the water main break on Scott Street. Approve those, leave the Second Street pay request as next meeting.
Yeah, I will have to do a check, so.
Okay. So I'll amend, the motion to approve those 2 items, the concrete at Lynn Street and the water main break on Scott Street.
I'll second it.
Alright, you got a first and second. Any more questions on the bills?
Just curious, why do we use 2 different labs for drug screening?
Which labs are you talking about, Kate?
CJ Cooper and Associates and Wayland Clinical Labs?
Well, the CJ Cooper is for the employee testing.
Okay,
The other one is Wayland Lab for the police department, when they have for one of their cases,
oh,
For-
okay.
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
when they have somebody take urine or blood
Okay.
to get it tested. All those in favor signify by saying yes.
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 Opposed? Carried. 11.0, City Administrator's Report.
The first thing on there is just for your information, well, I guess really everything's just for your information. Drafted a job description for our new flex position, just take some time to review it, and if you have questions or concerns, suggestions, let me know, and we'll work on that. Believe it or not, it's been 6 months, at least as of tomorrow, since I started in February. And so, if it's alright, we'll plan to have my evaluation at our September 10th meeting. Send you all some forms that I think will be beneficial to our discussion, and any other, any suggestions you have, they are all welcome. The next 5 weeks, is gonna be pretty busy on my end. There's, a conference every other week that I'm attending, including the ICMA conference in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm excited for all 3 conferences. I think they're gonna offer a lot of, learning that I can bring back to the city. So that's all I have for my report.
12.0, Mayor and Council reports on boards and commissions.
I missed the economic development meeting today. I don't know, is there anything you need to fill the city in on?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. We have nothing.
I went to the library board meeting and, they spent a lot of time with the finance policy of the library, looking how the needs of the library board were different and similar to those of the city, and how they could or should be integrated. And building maintenance, they're gonna have the windows washed and the building washed. And there's, the Iowa Library Associate Conference is in Cedar Rapids this year, and so they're all gonna go and celebrate and learn a lot and bring it back to share with us.
So that's it. 13.0, public with business with the council on items not on the agenda. Nobody's jumping up, so 14.0 adjournment.
So
Motion.
moved.
Second.
I think you're like third and fourth. All those in favor signify by saying yes.
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 We're out of here.
Stop sign missing.
What?
On corner of Cedar and Cuba.
I didn't come that way tonight.
But it's, cause I went by there.
Westbound. Stop sign is wrong.